Is this the first musical, like legitimate musical you've ever actually been in?
When I was 17, I did Bye Bye Birdie I was one of the birdies with Jan Murray in a local theater in Arizona, in the theater in the Round. First time ever on stage. And right then was when I got totally infected by it. And I said, this has got to be part of rock and roll. Rock and roll needs to go theatrical, and you crawl out on that limb in rock and roll, and either you're going to be the biggest idiot on the planet or you're going to be a genius. If you make it work, then people go, oh, I get it,
Yeah, because you had the idea, but you were able to actually format it on stage. Like, who were the people that were formatting your idea of who you were and the kind of shows you did? Like, who was helping you do that?
Well, pretty much it was myself and my wife, Cheryl, who was, she was with Joffrey Ballet. She was with Hubbard Street. She was classically trained, everything like that. Shep Gordon, my manager, was very much, we both had a couple of things in common. Hell's a Poppin'. Johnson's whole Hell's a Poppin' was something we both really looked at and said, that's brilliant. That needs to be in rock and roll also. The absurdity of it. I think Jerry Lewis tried to do it on Broadway and it never worked.
Yeah, and it was a big bomb. Wow.
Yeah, but the movie was spectacular. It was so ridiculous. Bring that to rock and roll, because rock and roll was a bit too serious. I thought rock and roll needed to be a little bit more ridiculous, angry, but still ridiculous.
Alice, early on, because of your approach to it theatrically, did you get any pushback from concert promoters or anyone like that?
Oh, everybody hated it. Yeah. Everybody absolutely hated it, because when they saw it, they didn't know what to think of it. First of all, here's this guy named Alice Cooper with a snake and, makeup on. And the whole idea was to irritate every parent in America, because every kid was going to love this character, because he was everything that they wanted in a rock star. Rock and roll they had all these heroes. They had no villain. There were all these Peter Pans and no Captain Hook. And I went, I will gladly be Captain Hook, but he's got to have a sense of humor, and he's got to bring the songs. The songs have got to be there. So without a hit record, you had like 14 top 40 records. That was unusual for a band that was so theatrical.